Okay, so welcome, beautiful community here to Webnutzer Community, Webnutzer Gemeinschaft. And I have the great pleasure, by the way, for those people who don't know me, my name is Elmar, and I have the great pleasure to have here with us Robert and Pavel. And these two gentlemen are what Mark Zuckerberg is in Facebook. These two are in CanDAO, the first Web3 protocol, which is similar to an all-in-one social media platform, but it's more. Is that right? Hello, Robert, and hello, Pavel.
Hi, welcome everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for hosting me.
Welcome.
All right. Okay. So this interview should. I would like to pose questions to you, which people from our community pose inside our chats, our channels, and so on. So in this interview, we expect that people know in general what CanDAO is, that they know in general when it will go online. It is already ready to go, but it's not online yet. So that people in general know, but there are some questions and we would like to go with you through these questions. And I thank you so much, Pavel and Robert, that I know that you have almost no time for such things, but you did it. And that's really fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah. So,
My pleasure.
Let's maybe introduce yourself very shortly. Who is responsible for what part of your protocol, your platform? Maybe Robert, or however you want to start. Who is doing what here?
Sure. My name is Robert Wesker. I'm famous in some parts of the world for creating one of the first social network experience on the planet, like already 15 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
And based on this experience and my passions like technology and sociology, I want to experiment what can be achieved with humans potential. That's why we built together with Pavel CanDAO.
Right. And Pavel, and your part in CanDAO, what are you mainly taking care for? Do you the programming? Do you organization or marketing, or what is your part in the company?
Yeah. So nice to meet you all. My name is Pavel Barylski, and so my background is that I started in crypto space very early, like 2012. I was like mining back then. I was investing in bitcoins and this stuff. But then I was also because my passion was always technology, and then I figured out that blockchain is the future. I had this good kind of unfair advantage that I had these many years to dig very deep, and because I was investing a lot, I had a chance to actually understand literally like really a lot about this technology and figure out some different ways how I could see to implement it. Like, for example, I had a vision around this 2012-13 to propose kind of a DAO for the communities, but DAO didn't exist back then. So it was quite interesting. But about what am I doing in CanDAO? Basically, inventing a product. Together with Robert, we have like great brainstorming sessions, but I'm more focused on the product and how will it look and what you can do there. So.
And Robert, what is your part basically in the company?
Connecting all the dots in the company, because I'm an experienced manager and CEO all my life. I've been like this, so I try to manage all the things. So Pavel has a peace of mind, and he can actually take care about the development and the strategy vision. He has a total passion and talent for this. Mm-hmm. So we are brainstorming to be on the same page, because I have a huge experience on that and also visionary dreams. But products is he has in the company, and the project is in my hands.
Right. That means Pavel is more the one who takes basically, or let's say, is focused on the development, the technical development, and you do a little bit more the organization, the marketing, the connecting people.
Yeah.
Like that, right? Okay, good. Thank you so much.
Say that.
So now let's go to our questions. And once again, thank you that you took the time to give us this understanding about your project. So first thing is, there are CDO token, which is the mandatory internal currency which will be used exclusively on CanDAO. And these tokens, are they actually being minted, produced? Where do they come from? How many tokens are where? How does it work? I asked that regarding TrendBow, which offers certain packages where you have courses to learn a little bit, or quite interesting, lots of stuff about blockchain and crypto and so on, and decentralized autonomous organization, DAO. But in addition to that package, you get as a present an airdrop of token. And so those people who got these packages have quite an interesting number of tokens. So are there other people who got these tokens? Are there somewhere else other tokens? So how is it with the token distribution before the platform will really go online and start to work and to run?
Yeah, thanks for the question. I think we developed together with TrendBow quite interesting mechanism, which is helping people to understand the current state of technology and the market. Mm-hmm. So basically, we are distributing knowledge, safe knowledge, and entrance to the beautiful world of the Web3 and blockchain technologies based on the mutual understanding how it operates, how it works. So the tokens are being generated by our product, which is CanDAO protocol, and it holds predefined number of tokens, which are capped, meaning in terms of Web3 that there cannot be minted any more tokens any place all over the internet and like ever, because it's so-called capped, which means the cap is like a cap on the jar, right? Mm-hmm. So it's sealed, and the deal cannot be changed, which means the number of circulating tokens in the future on the market is going to be limited. And to the token are connected all kind of businesses possible, which is going to be on the protocol of CanDAO. And the businesses will be the income streams from the protocol, redistributed to the community through the CDO tokens, which are currently only able to possess through TrendBow Academy. There's no other way to get tokens, only through Genesis community created by TrendBow in cooperation with the CanDAO.
So, in case I understand you correctly, that means nobody at the moment can get CDO tokens or pre-collect them before they will be listed, but only people who are inside this Genesis founders group or Genesis community, which TrendBow is building up right now. Is that correct? So only people inside this Genesis community have the possibility to get these tokens, and the only way to get them right now is getting a package with some interesting training courses and education courses, and plus as an airdrop you get these tokens. Is that the only way you can get them right
That's
now?
right. That's right. And the reason we chose the partner like a TrendBow is because they are specialized in the building communities, big time, the gigantic ones, the big ones. And the social experience we want to create is exactly about to collect as many people as possible. We're talking about Facebook. So like 1, 2, 3 billions should be in our goal, in our target. So based on that, we collect the community, which we hope in the future to become the user base, really using our application, our protocol, and all the tooling. And as a reward, we offer increase in token price. and income streams generated by the protocol will be redistributed through CDO tokens for all token holders. So the Genesis community is in the absolutely best position ever. It will never happen again, to gain as much as possible with this CDO token holding.
That has been, to make it very clear, only those people who are in the Genesis community and who do have one of the TrendBow packages, which will give them an airdrop, a present of token, these people are the ones who will have the only token in their hands when the platform starts. No one else has CanDAO token. Is that correct?
Yes, from that perspective, yes, but also we have pools in tokenomics, right? So nobody but CanDAO also like have tokens, right? Because there is a pool and tokens are distributed between Genesis community and pools like CanDAO Foundation or team also. I have tokens, right? It's probably obvious, but it's worth mentioning here. Yes, liquidity, like Pavel said, which is gonna provide liquidity for the market on which the Genesis community will be trading tokens. So we need liquidity in order to be able to provide, sell, trade transactions, right? So everything is in the tokenomics. You can check it online. So yes, the only way to get CDO tokens now is through TrendBow for the Genesis community. But if they are the only holders, no, there are also other holders like liquidity of the protocol. It's not a person, but it is a mechanism giving CDO tokens to provide the liquidity to be able to trade, right? As an example. Yeah.
So then we can say, the only persons, the only people who will have tokens once on the 31st of March, when the project starts, are those ones who now via TrendBow are getting the education packages, and with them as an airdrop, as a present, in addition, tokens, which then by staking get more and more and more and more. So that's separate. Okay. So now, next thing we understood, maybe wrongly, maybe correctly, is that with about that the minimum listing price will be 0.2 stable dollars USDT, stable dollars, 20 cent, and in that stable dollars, which is like 20 cents in dollars more or less. But we got information or understood that in the TrendBow webinars that per about 1,000 additional people who will join the Genesis community, the listing price will rise by 1 cent. Means if 10,000 people would join the Genesis community in addition from now on, or from yesterday, or from whatever on, then the listing price would not be 20 cents, but 30 cents, and maybe 40, 50.
Let's hope for $1. But this is the truth. It doesn't matter if this is before TGE or after TGE. The price always is based on the people. The more people involved, the higher the price. Right? So this is common rule. It doesn't matter. We created some mathematics before TGE because we want the users to be happy. But after TGE is even more important. It's going to be open market, and as many millions we're going to collect, invite a lot of folks, businesses, friends around, not only investors. Everybody counts, right? This millions, or maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 50, whatever, in next year, I'm talking about next year, not about some distant future. These people will make token for, I don't know how many dollars. All right. So this is the common rule.
Is there any calculation? Did anyone sit down and think about that? Anyone experienced professionals?
Yes, I did.
What could or would be the token price in case you would have, let's say, 100 million users? Is there any idea, or is this just no, not yet, Emma? We have no idea, or maybe some dollars more or whatever? Can you? Is there an answer to this question? If not, we go to the next question.
I think there is always an answer to the question. It's a question if this is the right answer. But to be honest, the 100 million people is exactly the amount of people I based my calculation. I have an Excel for that. Maybe I can share in some intimate closed webinar, just for the people which are very curious how it can be potentially. There is no promise, but based on some criteria like, you know, market size, number of income streams we're gonna have, and income streams means there is a technology, some mechanism, some tools, some functionality on the protocol, which is fit with the income stream, whatever. And this is like 50 or maybe 100 of those. And we will be doing one by one. It can be, you know, marketing. It can be matching people in order to make projects together. It can be a lot of functionalities, and like from every functionality, there is some income stream behind. So if you calculate the total pie and try to estimate, like imagine, I don't know if this is more like a dream or just estimation, but this is Excel, so this is numbers. I think I got into like $50, $70 if we do it right, and it should maybe take 2 years. This is the estimation. It can be more, it can be less, but the answer is yeah.
And we have to keep in mind that whatever number you think of, like these 100 millions or 50 or 200 millions, it could be, it sounds big, right? If Binance actually achieved this result. But we have to think about that what we do is completely different story. We are building social network. And if you think about exchange like Binance, this is still just exchange. So the people which are getting there are those which are here for investments and speculations. But what about this 95% of people who never converted to Web3? Why they never converted to Web3? Because maybe they didn't want to get into the speculation things or, you know, highly risky investments. They wanted to get into something that you can touch, you can feel. But currently, the blockchain is not in a state that you could actually use for everyone, by every human being, right? If you would go to this on the street, ask some stranger, please tokenize a car, he will look at you like, what do you want from me, right? So that's why, from that point of view, we are in time similar to when email has been presented and internet started. Everyone understood it's a great opportunity, but no one really, you know, could use it properly, or just maybe some geeks, right? So basically, this is the same problem. And what we want to do, we want to create a bridge between Web 2 to Web 3 to basically let everyone in the way that everyone can do, and then basically to transform them into Web 3.
Right. So thank you so much for that, because now we are coming to my next question, but to get information together. So Robert, you said that depending on the growth of community now in this this Genesis community, the ones who are kind of in this great virtual waiting hall where people can have fun by getting airdrops, and these people who are now getting the token, they can see them on their dashboard. It is possible that once the 31st, when the token generation event, the TGE, will be done, that the listing price will be 30, 40, 50, 70 cents. Is that correct? Did I understand that correctly? That could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Right. And now.
But we hope that 5 minutes later it's gonna be $4 or something, right?
Well, that
CDE is just opening the market. Let's say we do it noon, the certain day, 1st April, let's say noon. So what happens in noon and 5 minutes later? We hope to be a little bit up, right? So we are talking, the TGE is just a moment of entering and opening the shop. It's not the end of the story. Right?
If people then say, okay, because let's talk about the favorite package. Everyone is talking about this 10K package, TrendBow offers. Well, there was when they started to say, okay, get any of those packages because you get the airdrops. And once you have your airdrop, they will be automatically put into staking. And depending on how many tokens you have, the daily percentual rewards based on the sum you have is higher or more higher or even higher, so less or higher. Now with the 10K package, it was at day one that after the end of the staking period, 150 days, you would have something like 1.6 million token in your dashboard visible. But here we have a vesting period. That means that people on the 1st of April won't have 1.6 million token available, but only 10%. And to make that clear to the community, that was on day one in the 1st of November. Now every day until the 31st of March is one day less. So on 1st of December, we might have only 120 days instead of 150. Yeah. And then of course, the total amount of tokens you will have will be a little bit less. But now the question is it correct that people on that day will have 10% of their token available so that they can right straight away? Maybe it's a stupid idea to do that, but could they straight away sell them for this 30, 40, 50 cent, whatever it will be listed?
Yes, they can. They absolutely can manage and do whatever they want with 10%. Usually 10, 20% of the whole community is selling. I don't know if everybody will sell 10%, but some of them maybe. If we go 10x, by the way, it means you have your money back 100%. And the rest is just your profit. So it can happen the first day. But what usually happens is not everybody is selling the tokens the first day after TG.
Yeah.
Some people are going for stake because it's still high reward. If the project is in a good condition and it's just the price is going up, it doesn't have to be up very much, just stable or up. It means the project is solid. Then what you do, you go for staking. You want more and you wait, you see what's happening, right? So there is some dynamics, and the practice, the historical data from the market is like some people will sell, some people will hold. Why is it a very good idea to hold, not sell? I mean, if we go 100x, okay, you can sell. But in order to wait for this 100x, 200x, 1000x, nobody knows. It's maybe a smarter idea to hold the tokens and wait for income streams, which is going to be early next year. I mean, early after TG, of course, because application, what is doing after paying the influencers, which we probably will talk about it later because this is quite a sexy topic. Everybody asks about it. So I'm sure it's going to be also a question about that. But after paying the influencers, there is another half, so-called half of the money, which usually goes to Facebook or any other big corporation on the planet. What we do in CanDAO is majority of the money, which usually goes to Facebook, we put back to CDO-Token holders, to protocol, basically. That's why by just holding the tokens and inviting a lot of users, you can just make money, like to the infinity, from income streams from protocol. So it's not in your best interest, that's my point, to sell the tokens. It is very nice if the price is good, but never sold out 100%. It doesn't make sense.
But let's say you would have with a 10K package, let's say more or less 1 million token. I think now you get something like 900,000 if you get it today. Well, people, I don't have the calculation here, but I think it's 800, 900, something like that from now on. If you get the package today, you get the airdrop, and then you get everyday rewards, and on top of your amount, then next day again rewards on this amount, 2% per day, and this is like Well, it goes up exponentially, and then at the end, 31st of March, if you get a package today, you might have something like maybe 850 or 900,000, something like that. So these tokens then, Pavel, Robert, they are not completely available to the people who get the packages right now. Is that correct? That they will have 10% per month available to use them, and the other percentage is being frozen in a vesting period? How will that work?
Yes, to make the tokenomics healthy, it's a common rule on the internet that in the Web3 space that we do so-called vesting. And vesting is starting with usually 2 years, 1.5, and up to even 4 years, 3 years, 4 years for some pools. So it is to manage the current circulating supply on the market, so it's not meeting at one point. It's just distributed. So first, the community has to make money and be happy. Then some advisors, partnerships, team can slowly also exit a little bit. But first, the community has to make money. So this is how the vesting makes sure the fairness of the CDO token market.
And those people who get down the TrendBow packages and they are in the staking, is it correct that once the platform goes online or after the TGE, that of the tokens they will see in their dashboard, they will have 10% available to do with them what they want, to go ahead in staking or to maybe sell them or whatever they want to do with that? Is it 10%?
And this is 10% is the first unlock, and then monthly is less, because if you have 1.5 months, you have to divide all the remaining 90% of the tokens you have, and you have to divide it by the number of months according to tokenomics. So it's different for different pools.
Oh, right.
But it's not 10. It's not 10% because we would have to like make all the tokens available in few months.
Yeah.
We rather not do it. We would like to be the fair number of on the market, so it's like, you know, sustainable.
Okay, so it will be less than 10% in month 2.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 3, 4, 5%, something like that.
Yeah.
Is that a question?
Probably something like that. I think like around 4 is a good bet.
Okay, cool. So in case, just to make it easy to calculate, in case I would have 1 million token on the 31st of March, 100,000 will be available for me. And in case the token is on 50 cents, then I can sell it for 50,000 USDT, right? Correct?
Yes.
And then I would have another 900,000 token, and this will be given free to me to use step by step, about 4% per month of this amount. And now, in case, in fact, the token would go up, I would be super happy. If it goes down, I might be less happy. But at the very beginning, I have quite a good chance that the USDT, which I needed to get the package, will come back, plus some more on the day when the token will be listed.
You know, a little conclusion here on the token price. We want sometimes token price to go a little bit down. I don't mean zero, but if you all go to the normal economic system like stock exchange, whatever, it is some kind of, you need fresh capital to come and make it alive one more time. You basically need it from time to time, maybe a few times a year. So any time the tokens go down a little bit, the more customers come, which means the market is growing. And this is what we want. It's not only about flat token price, you know. Imagine like total flat line to the infinity. It doesn't exist in nature. No. It wouldn't be healthy.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be healthy, right? You want this, you know, curve.
And also you can think of fundamentals. You mentioned that you might not be happy if the price goes down. Actually, I would say you will be very happy if the price goes down, because fundamentals are related to users. So if you have increasing user base and you have it in social networks, then fundamentals are changing for your your benefit every day. So you want to get it cheaper if you can.
Okay, so now let's go to the next big question we have here in our community. Why should an influencer say, to get my community, because those influencers in general do have a community in different platforms. For example, they have their followers on Facebook, they have them on Instagram, they have them on YouTube, Twitter, sometimes on several platforms. So now they say, now we go to CanDAO and they inform their community that they will now have an account on CanDAO, and in general people follow those influencers to see what they're doing there as well. So would it be more interesting, we understood that yes, for an influencer to interact on CanDAO than on other social media platforms, the old ones, the Web2 ones? And if yes, why? Why would it be more interesting? And where's the advantage for an influencer to use?
You know, the influencer should be happy with many perspectives, but like the major ones, I would say this is decentralized, which means he owns the followers, which is not common in Web2, when the Facebook can decide on closing account or messing with your followers or data, whatever, and tell you what's good, what's not. But the second thing is also, it's worth mentioning, the community will be more happy. So even if it's not true that all influencers on the planet will say, oh, let's jump to CanDAO, because for them, it's also a bargain to copy the user base. It's not that easy, right? But what can potentially happen, the community will come here because we have a nice rewarding systems for the community on the protocol. And the community will say to influencer, come here, because here we have money, you have money, everybody happy. It's a perpetuum mobile. It's a different kind. So I think from any angle you analyze, it just makes sense to come to CanDAO. But still, this is the last thing I'm going to say. It also makes sense that we don't kill all the businesses on the planet, because this is not our intention.
No.
So we would like to interconnect with the whatever applications they are already in the market. So we will be tracking the users, what's going on, like everywhere in the space. And still, we want to reward also for external usage, not only on CanDAO. So it's kind of deep, advanced, sophisticated system, helping to make marketing in different way, so it works. That's the point. So I think it's sexy from many angles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also maybe add, because this is perfect question. And actually, you know, first of all, they will change the way they make money. And I could also say that they will make more, but not only it's about that they will make more, but the way will change. So what do I mean by this? If you think about, let's say, YouTube, okay? If you have YouTube and you are recording a video, then if you have these 1 million or 2 million views, they will pay you maybe $1,000 or $2,000, and that's it, because it's based on advertising, which is connected to their engines, and basically that's it. And then you have to repeat over and over again the process to make money. However, this is first of all not much, and second of all, you have to act like a worker to basically produce content all the time to make money all the time. So it's not really convenient and convincing. So what about if you would, as already Robert mentioned, own your followers, but also referrals in this case? So imagine that when you're creating content and users will watch this content, and later on they would like to join the protocol, in every content you create, there is a referral link attached, your referral link. So let's say if I'm watching this video right now and I would like to sign in to the protocol, basically I'm going to become your referral. So, and if you think about that, first of all, this is on-chain referral system. And this means that every user, whoever would like to to join, they have to connect wallet to you. So if you have this, let's say 1 million views, and maybe 30% of those people, let's say 300,000, will join the protocol, you're getting 300,000 referrals. This is getting crazy here, because also they will invite friends, and those friends will invite friends because it's a social network. So you can think about how big this could be for you personally. And then you have to consider how will you make money. So because CanDAO protocol it has engine called multi-store, and this multi-store is about to let people offer any kind of product, any kind of goods and services. So you could buy a coffee in a cafe, or maybe you could go to the cinema, or you could go to whatever event, or maybe you are investing in a project, or maybe you're hiring people to the business. Literally everything that is transaction, basically you are getting a cut of this because the protocol is taking a cut, and then the protocol is sharing money to the people. So it's doing completely opposite. It's doing exactly opposite than what Facebook has done, because all the money from advertising basically came to Facebook, right? In this case, the protocol is sharing the money. So if you have these referrals, basically you are getting, what I wanted to say from the beginning, I mentioned, a different way of making money. It's not about that you will make maybe $10,000 instead of two. It's about that you will get constantly profit from all of these transactions. This is the way how it's changed. And this is the way how all these influencers want to come to make it.
Yes, I understand that. So, but when you say money, you mean token, right? And these token then can be exchanged on an exchange for real dollars or euros. Okay, right, correct. So to make that clear, that sounds really very interesting. That means that, for example, if I was an influencer and I created content, for example, on YouTube, then the platform puts in small or short advertisement clips into my content, into my video. And the more people are watching my video, the more visibility get those video clips, and then I will be paid based on this. So that is more or less how it works today, right? Money goes for advertisement to the platform, directly to YouTube, directly to Facebook, to TikTok, to wherever. And then the people who create content in a huge way, so that they have a lot of viewers and views, and they get part of the advertisement money which comes in. And so the influencers can make money on YouTube, on Facebook, and on other platforms. That's that way. Now here, if I was an influencer and my videos is presented on CanDAO, and then people would share that in Facebook, and someone clicks on that video and then wants to join CanDAO, he automatically is pre-registered because there is a link which is a referral link. What we know from...
That is correct.
Yes, from today, we know that from affiliate marketing, from MLM, people don't like this word, but let's to make it very clear, multi-level marketing. But here it is multi-level friends, right? So you simply invite people to join it actively, or someone shares your video, and then people join via the link under your video to into that platform. And now this is a person referred by you. Now, if that person invites other people and other people, so whatever goes there under this or in this structure which is growing, it's all referred to you. And whatever interactions these people do, like they go buying a coffee, they buy whatever pair of shoes, or they do advertisement, you get a part of it from all down the way to infinity, or how does it work? But that's more or less the idea, is it correct?
Yes, that's correct. I just maybe added that you mentioned, what if people share and their community, their audiences will join, they are becoming referral And this is actually interesting part, because imagine that, let's say you are sharing my content or I'm sharing content of Robert, and then this audience that will join, they are actually connected on chain to both of us. So if so Robert is completely motivated, you are completely motivated to create high quality content, then you want me to share this content on my social media. Why? Because I will bring my users to join you and me on the protocol. First of all, for me, this is something completely natural thing. So if I'm going, let's say, to Instagram right now, what people are naturally doing, if you see something really good, like really good video, something funny, whatever, you will share. Why? Because you like it. This is so funny, you want to share to your friends. It's completely normal. But in this case, if I'm sharing a video of an influencer, then actually people who will register thanks to this video are also my referrals. And this influencer also get part of this. So we call it so-called ghost trap. But this is like technical thing. So yes, this is how it works.
How much?
Basically, you're right. I just extended the definition.
How much percentage of the income which the protocol has for advertisement, for example, will be distributed to the communities, to the users inside the community? How will that be done? Is there a part which goes to the team, and so the team also makes for sure some money, and another part which is being given to the community with a certain key of distribution? How does it work?
Yeah, there is a distribution, of course. It depends also on income stream. It's not fixed. So it depending on which way money comes, or from gas trading, gas and oil, or some marketing, digital or real world assets, it's a little bit different percentage. But we are talking about 20, 30, up to 40, maybe percentages of all the money going into shareholders. Yeah. Also distributed according to what the current part of the network, according to DAO or leaders, agree, because they always has some voting power over what should we do with the network, with the projects, with the money distribution, money flows, etc. You can basically program your wealth with your group, bringing folks together and say, here is gonna be my kingdom. I want things to be like that. So you will just take, and you will be, you can keep 99% to you, but maybe it's more wise to distribute to your friends.
Okay, if I got it correctly in my mind, I understood from other side of information that 95% of what is the income the platform creates will be distributed inside the community. Is that correct? About 95%?
I mean, that really depends. Yes, Robert, you want to?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, was it 95?
That's what I have in mind.
Yeah, but 95 of what?
But probably
because no, 100%. There's only 100% in nature.
All right, so let's say
you cannot fake it.
Okay,
so if we pay 50% to influencers, then and this is the common cost on the market for YouTube, for Facebook, for Instagram, for everybody. They roughly pay 40, 50, 30. It depends on the product, on the application. They pay already to influencers, some other content creators. And the rest of the money, like 10 or 20% will go for operations, blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't know, 30, 40 will stay in Facebook. So Zuckerberg can buy a new jet. And exactly those 30, 40, 25, depending on the context, will go to the network.
Right. So to make it very clear, we have two ways of talking about how much percentages is distributed. So if I talk about the brut income, so let's say companies pay $10 million for advertisement, then we cannot say 95% goes to the community because the network has costs, influencers have to be paid, and so on and so on. So after all these costs are covered, then there will be some 30 to 40%, which might be equal to about
let's compare it like this. 5 million comes normally in every project, 0 goes to community. And in our case, let's say we start with 1 million and we will just extend to maybe 1.5, maybe 2, maybe 3, depends on the market conditions. Remember, this is also experimental. Nobody ever done it. All right. Yeah. So if we cut 1 million and we distribute to the network and we see if this is fair enough, if people like it, maybe people will vote, oh, it's too much. We want the same money to be used in other place of the ecosystem. We want to create new businesses. We don't want this money. We want to multiply this money. So they will take, as a DAO, they will vote, let's put it to some stake or some other DeFi or social fi or whatever, right? Let's create some new stuff. And this is what I'm talking about. We will redistribute some part of the money to the ecosystem and give the power over the money also to the people. It's not our money. It's going to be distributed. But I would rather not talk about like fixed, like 50% solid forever. I think the community will refuse such stuff. It should be some kind of dynamics. But single fact that we are paying the millions to the protocol is brilliant. And this is game changing.
Yes. So
yeah, and you can think about that. You have, like, as already mentioned, Robert, influencers or content creators, you have network, but you also need to consider that part of rewards are booked for staking program, right? Because we have this peer-to-peer network. So basically, it's about maintenance services, and we are collecting money from different kind of income streams to create a pool that will pay for staking CDO tokens. So basically, it's coming from everything, right? That's why it shouldn't be like fixed, because also different income streams has different, money flows, and it's like more dynamic. But all of these pools are included.
All right, but to understand it, or to bring all this information to a point together, the idea here is that people will get token, and token can be exchanged to money later on, so that they will get token for bringing in new people, one thing. Second thing, for interacting on this platform, for sharing, for liking and so on. And there is a certain distribution key which automatically puts the revenue or the profit that the platform does in a certain percentage, in a certain way to people over generations of recommendations from top to down. And that means that influencers not only earn because someone is watching their videos, for example, or reading their texts or whatever, but they will also earn because lots of people might automatically sign up under them, be referred by them automatically. And so their referral structure will grow and grow and grow.
And even more. They are not only earning money on video being watched by the people, by the community, because that would be in the single app with a single functionality, like, for example, YouTube. But on CanDAO, after influencer invites 1 million users as a downline, he will contribute to, benefit from not only people watching his videos or her videos, but also from any other activities.
That is what
people can make. Yeah, people can make businesses. If there is another Tesla downline, you will get a share of future Tesla. All right, because you invited a brilliant team. Why not to reward you? And this is not single level reward; it's multi-level reward from all kind of weird things people do. You know what I mean? So this is 360 degrees.
For example, just to make an example, there is a single person like you or me, a normal human being, and this person is now contacting influencers on YouTube, for example, or on Facebook or wherever, and say, hey, look at that, wake up, man, that is really interesting. Yeah. So maybe you already might like to join TrendBow. So first you have your the chance to get yourself such a package. With that, you get an airdrop, which is a big advantage for you. And then also you could invite friends of yours or your followers into that. Now, if I invite such an influencer and he invites then his friends to join TrendBow, then that would mean that all what this influencer is creating here, because he has much more influence than he's an influencer, I'm not.
He's now yours.
Is
precisely.
It's under me, and then all interactions which will happen there. For example, if suddenly someone sets up a new music band and they make cool music and then they get millions of followers and likes and loves, then I will take profit of that. Is that correct? Did I understand that correct?
That's correct.
Exactly, that's correct.
So
that's correct.
I think everyone should love it, right? So they have answered why every influencer joins.
Yeah, sure. Building the network in CanDAO is the crucial thing. Without the network, there is no social experience. Everybody should invite everybody, literally. I mean it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Good. So now the last.
By the way, if Robert, you just mentioned this may be also a good tip, because mostly if there is whatever network, right, in any MLM, people are focused on inviting people which are MLM friends, right? But not in this case, not anymore. Here, they should basically take their phone, check their contact list, and basically invite everyone, right? Literally, because you can think of those people, you will help them. They will join in different roles as a programmer, advisor, designer, architect, whoever, right? And they will benefit from this. So we should actually underline this information. This is
because this is a second truth. First truth is invite your MLM friends, because this is the normal way to make money. The compensation plan, all the stuff, right? The academy packs and other things. Everybody benefits, like by education, by a lot of stuff. But the second truth is bring everybody, but not to single up again. Not to single up. Like you're not inviting to Instagram or to YouTube, because then you would limit the number of people you're inviting to, for example, to Instagram, only for those people who are interested in pictures, in previewing, reels or watching videos on YouTube. Here, you are not limited. You are inviting to the social experience that if you have 5,000 contacts in your, I don't know, phone book, Facebook, wherever you have the friends, bring all 5,000. Why? Because we have representation on CanDAO of anything happening in the world. So you don't have to choose which one to invite. You just invite literally 100% everybody, because somehow this way or another way, it doesn't matter. In the future, you will get rewards from whatever activity is going to be. It doesn't matter. It can be YouTube. It can be Instagram or within the CanDAO. It can be pictures, or it can be, I don't know, logistics, or maybe e-commerce, right? On the marketplace. Anything will count. So invite everybody from the street. You can go to the bus with your QR code, go to Metro, go to any workshop you attend, go to your office and just invite.
There's one
I'm
catch.
Not kidding.
There is one catch. So cannot be too beautiful. So the catch is that this is on-chain structure. It means that if you will invite all your friends, let's say, and another 1,000 people, those friends cannot be invited again because it's on-chain. So the address already will be there and their profile already will be connected to their wallets. So crazy part is, if your friends will invite all friends, then different friends who are friends in common, they cannot benefit from this anymore, because actually it's done. They are invited already. So there is actually a fear of missing out.
Yeah, it's a good for early adopters. So times matter this time. Time matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
To make this clear again, comparing social media invitation and sales in affiliate systems, in multi-level marketing systems. So if I talk to any kind of friend and say, look, we do here big affiliate systems and sales, and he says, oh no, Elmar, no, leave me with that. I hate that. I'm not a salesperson. Yeah. But here I can tell him, we are inviting now our friends to the maybe coolest social media experience ever. And I give you a link, and only, don't forget it, only those people who are being invited, they can join, right? So think of your friends, invite them, and then they will invite their friends, and that's all okay, isn't it? For it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. So that does mean it's like you have the effect of the difficult selling in affiliate systems or multi-level marketing systems, but you have the easygoing, typical, you anyway do as a private person, because if you find a new platform which is really cool, that's the reason why Instagram grew so fast, why TikTok grew so fast, and so on. If you like it, you tell your people, you invite them, you show them something, yeah? And then they go in. So we can tell them, do it as you are used to do it. Don't see the point of building a structure, but it happens automatically. And just start right now, wake up, get this information clear to yourself, wake up, get in, and then in future, you will have advantages of whatever kind of interactions will happen inside the structure which came here thanks to your first cause, meaning inviting friends who then invite friends who then invite friends. Is that correct?
That would be actually my favorite scenario. You don't invite, you don't sell, you don't invite in a specific scenario, in a purpose. You just say, I invite you, thank me later. It's not, it's not harmful. It doesn't bite. It's just a cool experience. And the more people are inside, everything will flow, and they will appreciate. They will thank you later. But it has to be easygoing process. I wouldn't sell like join because, and I have 55,000 points. Why? It's also kind of boring, right?
Okay, next question, and then we're almost done.
Yeah.
There are in the world, maybe, if it is so much, maybe 200 million people who got kind of experience with cryptocurrency and wallets, 200 millions. And then there are some kind of 5 billion people in the world who have not only experience, but really fun with social media. Now here, people need a wallet. So how can you convince them to get into this way of thinking to create them a wallet? Isn't that much too difficult for them? I mean, who would say, no, this is cryptocurrency, social media with crypto? No way. Aren't you a little bit afraid that this could be a reaction? Or how is the idea?
This is very, very simple and actually perfect question, right? Because you're asking, so how you will make this bridge we are talking about. So first of all, if they don't want to download wallet, then don't download, just forget it for now. And what you have to do, you have to join with, for example, Google, with something that you already know, with something that you already have, and something that you know how to do in one click. So let's say you're starting your journey with simple Google account. And then you can do every operation on the protocol. So you can like talk, you can meet people, you can work, you can get jobs, you can make money. And when you already make money, so then you will see, for example, that you just made $300 for whatever activity, right? And then in order to claim these $300, we will mention you, hey, but in order to claim this money, you need to connect your wallet. So here is your CanDAO wallet. And guess what? 100% conversion. Everyone will download wallet. Why? Because it's your money. Normally, if you would, let's say, go to someone or someone will come to you and will tell you, hey, do something because you will make money. He's selling to you, right? But think about different perspective. You are not selling to anyone. You just tell them, hey, just go and, benefit, make some money, have some fun. and they will go, they will have some fun, they will make some money. And then when they will already see it, that there is already $300 or $500, 5,000, whatever, then the answer is, okay, you want to claim this money? Sure, just claim it, connect wallet, take money to your wallet, that's it. So we are going from the second side, right? This is how you can connect the bridge, by showing to everyone that this is super easy and in the way that they already know. So then you transform them from Web 2, from these all of things like Google and others, to the point where you give them all the tools that they could use in Web 3 in order to participate in. That's it. Super simple.
In other words, to make that once again very easy, understandable, very clear, people can join by using their Google account, connect with Google, connect with Facebook, or connect with your name and your email address. That's also possible. Sign up like on any other platform. Can they do that as well? Would that be possible as well? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
Then they sign up. Suddenly they are in this new platform and they don't see any difference. It's the same, not the same experience, but it's the same way of discovering possibilities here, functionality, and also content, like you are already used to find this functionality content on other.
It's good, right?
Yeah?
So people don't get lost.
So yes, so it's easy for the people, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now suddenly they see in their dashboard, oh, you have already $83 profit. And they say, where comes that money from? I have no idea, because they maybe don't even know it. So they might slip into that, enjoy it, say, well, that's cool, I like it, yeah. And then they invite their friends and then they tell to the influencer, go there, and then they suddenly see, oh, there's money. And then they have no idea that this is cryptocurrency. And then they see, okay, oh, I can get that. But how? Well, very easy. Just click here and then create your wallet. And then there will be probably a very good intro video how to do that, because it's very easy. I mean, we all did that.
Sure.
It's so easy. This is really very easy. You don't need special school for that. It is so easy. And then people,
even more, we have our own wallet, right?
Yeah. Yes, but well, if they have no wallet at all, then they can get their CanDAO wallet, yes, and then they will have very easy, understandable few-minute videos which explains to that how to convert your token to euros onto your bank account at the end of the story. Now, that's what people. So that sounds good. And now my last question, and then we will put the whole thing together. Aren't you afraid that? Because that's really cool what you do here. I mean, that's really something. Well, I mean, I was on Facebook and on other platforms years ago constantly, but today I just look into that for a few minutes per week because it's boring for me. But I'm different maybe than lots of people. And but here I'm really, really interested, and I think it is much more fun when I do any interaction and I see bing, a micro payment or reward has been put into my wallet for that. I think that's so cool, and I will talk to everybody. Would you do that? I think everybody would do that. Yeah, and then suddenly see, oh my God, that might be, and then you have all these different machines. We haven't talked about that yet. You have the matching machine. So people who are looking for a partner today, they might use Tinder probably. Yeah. And here they can create a role which says, I am a person, female, male, whatever, and I'm looking for a partner for life. And then there's another one, and that is your matching system, right? And then you will have something where people can offer and sell real products and get them sent to their home, and so many different functionalities. And from all what happens there, people who are in the system have invited others, and they have invited others. There will be revenue to everybody who interferes. Correct? Is that true? Yeah. So
correct.
I mean, that will make people be fascinated, don't you think so? I mean, they will say this is wow. So
I mean, not only fascinated, but you just mentioned Magify, just 2 words. Actually, the way how it reinvents, the way you are getting, for example, just clients, partners, it's crazy because if you just for a second think about Web2, how would you get clients right now? You would maybe go to Google or to Facebook, you would pay some money for advertising. You have no guarantee over any client. You just have maybe some clicks, right? Or maybe some leads. So what? So what? What next, right? And the problem is that you don't know. And in this case, when you are matching, you are paying some commissions maybe for some transactions at the end, not at the beginning, right? So, and you can see everyone real time. You want to get some, programmers because you are looking to hire someone, and basically you will find them on the street. You will find them in the cafe. If you are selling real estate, you will find everyone in your city who are looking for real estate, right? So why to not just simplify this whole thing and pay commissions instead of paying for advertising in a way it just doesn't work, right? Or it's just not efficient currently. It can be much better with Web3.
Okay. So yeah, just commissions from transactions instead of just blind display marketing and random search. Maybe I have a chance to achieve something. No, it's just you are achieving or not, and you're paying for what you did, not what you are wishing.
That sounds too good to be true. I mean, too good to be true.
Yeah.
Now, you have a strong partner, TrendBow. I mean, I know especially one person there since some years, and these people really know how to do marketing, and they are going to collect you quite a big number of Genesis of people in this Genesis community. But anyway, there are other players which are far bigger than you. Now they see what you do here. Aren't you afraid that they will copy your system and use their own community to do something similar like you do now?
The competition is good in general, but the big companies like Mark Zuckerberg, for example, Facebook, they try to do Libra, not that maybe huge and wide spectrum product like we designed, but also quite interesting ones, and they were stopped by Congress. So for now, we are small. When we go to the market in 1 year, we will be visible and strong enough to survive and fight with the bigger one. If we get the offer for $20 billion that we can sell the project, I don't know, probably we should consider, because the amount can be quite significant. But the CanDAO is more about cooperation, about the community, and the community can do magic. They can push governments, they can push regulators, they can say, basically they have a power of voice, we are not fish. And I think after collecting 100 to 100 million users, we can basically try to reinvent the world from the beginning. And even my dream would be to work with the regulators, with the governments, because we want to have the world which is better, not more pain in the ass, right? So from that perspective, I probably can imagine the scenario when we get a call of, okay, listen, guys, how much do you want? But I will consider, because I'm a reasonable guy, I think Pavel will do the same, and the big numbers are nice. But I would try to go for the community project anyways, and I am constantly taking this over any amount of money, because the community is stronger than just some cash. You know what I mean? With 500 million people or 1 billion people, you can do actually magic. We can fly to the moon if we decide to do so.
Yeah, that's true. Means those people who are in fear that what happens in 2-3 years to it. So we can say at the very beginning, until we have 10, 20, 30, 40 million users, we will become step by step visible to the big players. Yeah, and then with about 100 million, it might be possible that they would call you, but then they would probably, in case they would buy it or want to buy it, then they probably would do it like they did it with other competitors. They run it themselves. And now is the big question, has the community a chance, as this is a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, has the community a chance by voting what future owners of this platform can do and cannot do? So if I would not like that they say, no, we stop the whole distribution system of rewards to the people, and the whole community says, no, we don't want that. We want to keep it as it runs now. Is that possible that the community can?
I would give you two answers here. In the long term, like 3, 4, 5 years, but not stick to it because I don't know. But it's just one of the possible scenarios. I believe we both with Pavel would like to give the project in the hands of the people, like a big time. Like we don't have to be a manager of the company, as it should be the community project, right? Mm-hmm. So people can vote on anything they want in the future, right? Mm-hmm. But another answer I could give you, I'm not sure if there was this common scenario of copying. Companies are buying, like Facebook, for example, both Instagram. They could have made, you know, or Google. They both YouTube. Why? They had Google videos, but it didn't work. So it's more about the community, about the market, which is already there, mm-hmm. not just copying some functionality. Mm-hmm. Now technology is everywhere. Everybody has everything. But still, we have Google, Facebook, you know, this and this and this. This is how the world operates. So if CanDAO is there, it's not that somebody can kill us, you know, over the weekend because they will copy some, I don't know, 1% or 2%. It doesn't work like this. Yeah.
Okay. On the 1st of April, and that's not a joke, on the 1st of April, the TGE, the token generation event, means the listing will happen on Binance Smart Chain, on PancakeSwap, or wherever we have to.
Binance Smart Chain.
Perfect date, right? Yes.
Binance Smart Chain is going to be probably Pancake, the biggest community.
PancakeSwap, okay. So on that day, also those people who now join, and if you, the person who is watching this, wants to join TrendBow, like I did, then there's a link under this video so that you can jump on this train and take the journey together with us. We also have Telegram channels, which will be linked also in German language. But anyway, some of us speak English, or lots of us. Now, then people join, and now they say, okay, let me get some of these education courses because I have no idea of crypto and blah, 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 which you finally don't really need because you make it so easy for the people. But knowing something always was an advantage and never a disadvantage, right? So it makes sense to get such a package and have the experience with videos, nice videos. They teach you in an easygoing way what you might be curious about. So that's cool, get it inside TrendBow. And if you get such an education courses, you can start with $79. So it's really cheap, up to 10,000, that's the 10K package, which is the super course and so on. Then you get your airdrop. With each package, there's an airdrop. And then you will be one of the people who will have on the 31st of March their token, which are visible in the TrendBow dashboard, and then it goes, you open the door on CanDAO, and all the people who are in this virtual waiting hall, which is not a waiting hall, it's more than that. It is a place where you can have fun, where you can communicate already via Telegram channels. This TrendBow community is talking. There are webinars, there are meetings, and with the packages and the connected airdrops, presence of tokens for free now, then you will have also a lot of fun. Is that what we asked all questions? And yes, we did. We did. Gentlemen, would you like to say anything? Like, what would you say to your brother, to your family, to your friends, in one short sentence regarding joining TrendBow, joining CanDAO, or whatever? What would you say? Or what
because
could I say?
Because everybody joined already from my surrounding, I would just say wait. But for those who didn't, hurry up.
Yeah, and I would maybe also show another perspective. everyone knows that in Bitcoin after halving, there are most of the times bubbles, right? And you have to think about when, actually where, will be the next bubble. And looks like this is very, very kind of even safe bet. The next one will be related to social fi and AI, of course. So CanDAO is both of them.
Ah,
So,
and
yes,
there is also AI.
hurry up.
Ah, yeah, you have AI included,
Strongly.
right?
Strongly,
I
yes.
have one big question. Ah, yeah, that was one question we got in our community. Is CanDAO, I mean, could you put it online right now and it would work perfectly so people can start using it today if you switched it on? I mean, or are you still working with your programmers and hopefully it works until end of March? How is the status quo of the software right now?
We have a certain code ready and we're gonna launch it after New Year in January as a demo and like first initial impression of how it's gonna be. But in March, of course, it's gonna be bigger rollouts. And this is also a little bit limited to make this excitement. I try to be honest here with you. There is some technology, but this is not the right moment to roll out. We need to collect the community, and a lot of functionalities is based on the activities on the platform. So just between us internally, we are already testing, clicking. There are a lot of designs, and on the webinars, sometimes we come and see the online platform with some bugs we need to clean. We also get some feedback from the community. So Genesis community will be the first to know how it's going to work, like how it looks like, right?
Okay, that means.
But I think, yeah.
That means if you, the person who's watching this, now joins TrendBow, then you will have the advantage that probably in January you will be invited to get the first experience with this platform, and then show it live to your friends. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, exactly.
That's correct.
I'm happy to be in TrendBow. I have to say that. So TrendBow is the virtual waiting hall, as I said, and there you collect now with support of TrendBow, the company, which is a marketing company. They collect people for you, get them all in. And then in January, these people, the Genesis, the ones who start with to make the platform be with people, you give the software, they give the people the content, and that is the start then. So these people will have lots of advantages, right? And anyway, afterwards they will anyway join, so it's better to join right now. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I am so curious. You can't believe me. Now I don't wait for Christmas. No, I wait for January to see the beta version, the first version of this one. It's
perfect.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much that you had this time here for our community and for everyone who watches this video. Look into the description below. Robert and Pavel, it was a honor talking to you, and thank you so much.
It's very nice conversation. Thank you very much for that.
Okay.
Good questions.
So
thank you to you. Thank you to the community.
Thank you for this cool thing. I am so curious.
Yeah.
Waiting for January to see this beta version.
Sure. And happy Christmas anyway for those we don't meet.
Yes. Thank you.
And see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.